Ready to get started on your week with the quickest possible summary of everything that happened on the previous day? That's right, your daily news fix can be a lot less painful with too long didn't scroll on the scene. Enjoy our 108th episode. You can find with any important news events that happened on May the 7th of 2023. Happy listening, everyone. We start off the events of this day concerning the African nations of Sudan and Eritrea. Since April the 15th, Sudan has been locked in a nation-spanning conflict between the forces of the current junta government and the paramilitary group the Rapid Support Forces, or RSF. The RSF was created in 2013 to help a previous iteration of the Sudanese government with the war in Darfur. Though the RSF, together with the military, turned on the Sudanese government to install the junta back in 2021, cutting short Sudan's transition back to democracy. However, ties between the two factions faltered, with the RSF being unwilling to be integrated into the military and RSF leader Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo having stated regret at the group's involvement in the coup and supporting resuming the transition back to democracy. Such deterioration in relations culminated in all-out conflict on the 15th. The conflict has since spawned a massive refugee crisis as people flee the capital of Khartoum and the country in droves. Sudan was previously home to a large number of expatriates and refugees from neighboring Eritrea in the wake of a border conflict with Ethiopia, numbering over 100,000 people. Many of these Eritreans began fleeing beyond the country's central regions when the conflict began, including to refugee camps along the Sudan-Eritrea border. However, what they did not expect was to be forced by Eritrean authorities in the area to force them to cross back into Eritrea, effectively forcibly mass deporting several unwilling Eritreans back to Eritrea, separating families and drawing worries that Eritrea is attempting to root out many Eritreans critical of the authoritarian government in the past.
The Arab League on Sunday readmitted Syria after more than a decade, consolidating a regional push to normalize ties with President Bashar al-Assad. The decision said Syria would be able to participate.
We now focus on the country of Syria, which has been ravaged by a country-spanning civil war since 2011, when insurgent forces attempted to overthrow the internationally recognized government of the Syrian Arab Republic under the leadership of then-President Bashar al-Assad. The insurgents banded themselves under the banner of the Syrian interim government. The war has since caused unending chaos in Syria ever since, as many countries and terrorist groups like Al-Qaeda and ISIS became involved, which resulted in the Arab League, an intergovernmental organization with the goal of encouraging cooperation among the Arab world, suspending Syria's membership citing the ongoing instability and insecurity in the former member state. However, as of this day, in the wake of a roadmap and plan as the conflict de-escalates, the Arab League has allowed Syria to be fully readmitted into the organization. In the American state of Texas, we focus on the city of Brownsville. A major incident has occurred this day when an SUV careened off the road and crashed into several pedestrians. As a result, 8 people were killed and 10 others were injured. Some have suspected that the incident was actually intentional, though the details have yet to be confirmed.